Hey everybody, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. Thought I'd show you the garden in the beautiful sunshine. We've had a couple of days of mostly rain and gloomy weather, so nice to see the sun out. Always want to work in the garden when the sun's out. I think it was a few days ago last time we had a sunny day. Thought I'd show you my slightly frostbitten frangipani. It's just a little bit more I should say. I've lost a couple of leaves, but if it was not undercover it would be like this also in the tropics. These little ones have frostbitten end tips. Sadly, they weren't far enough out of cover just being under the balcony here. But live and learn. Would have happened if I lived in the tropics still. Alrighty, have a couple of newbies in the garden. These spring onions have grown from seed, which is a huge achievement. I was having trouble even in the tropics getting things to grow from seed if they're spring onions or green onions. Onions in general have to have fairly new seeds if you're growing them from seed, which is what I usually do. These ones are from the supermarket. The bottoms, the roots, about that much of the white, and then the roots below, and you can plant them once you've cut them completely off, and they grow like a crazy thing. You can also grow them in water, but I don't think a lot of nutrients get into them if they're just grown in water. My black bean or turtle bean is nearly ready to harvest. Don't have my secateurs with me, but it's not quite there yet. So these pods have dried out with beans. These are not completely dried out. So we're waiting for the nitrogen from that plant to go back into the soil, and to do that, as I've said before, you have to chop it off at ground level so that the roots can divest themselves of the nitrogen that they've collected over time. We have a couple of other newbies in the garden. A blue rose blueberry, which is also deciduous, was $10, usually nearly $14, and another black currant. So this will definitely become a berry bed. That was also $10, down from nearly $15. This has obviously been undercover. Another thing still with its leaves. This is the same kind of thing here. It's been under a frost cover somewhat in my garden. So that's planted in the bed, and the others will be too. The garlic is loving the cold weather. My goodness. The stems are really starting to thicken up. So that'll be a nice spring garlic harvest eventually. The mini bok choy are doing really well here as well, as some Swedes or rudabakers planted around the edges. The olive tree cuttings are still doing okay, so I'm excited they probably do have roots. A little snowball cauliflower is still kicking on, doing its thing. Look at that. Tiny little cauliflower coming along. Better cover him up as well. Yeah, excited for that. I haven't grown cauliflowers in years, as I said recently. Kohlrabi's still doing well. Even after I found a caterpillar on it the other day. And these other leafy things are doing well. The silver beet or chard. Some people say there's a difference. I don't think there is. Silver beet or chard are in the beetroot family or the beet family. You can see that from the leaves. And my beets are doing quite well as well, which are over here. Missed those before. These are bull's blood beets or beetroot, so they'll be harvestable closer to spring. I'll be planting my peas soon. Pretty late to be doing that, but it's not too late, I don't think. They're doing well, even though unfortunately there was a lot of water stuck in the door of the mini greenhouse, and it sloshed onto the peas as I shut it. So they've lost a bit of soil around the bottom, but I don't think it's a huge problem. So there are a couple of those. I mean, this one might even be ready to plant out, but its friends aren't. The lemongrass is still kicking on too, which is exciting. And the lemon balm is doing quite well too once I separated it. A little while ago that was, and the poppies on the same day, so they're quite happy by themselves instead of being shoved in a big tray. Those ones are spaced out more than they were. And some more spring onions from seed. So you really do need fresh seeds for spring onions or green onions. In Sydney they call them shallots. So that's my little garden for this morning in the bright sunshine. I'd better go inside as I promised hubby some breakfast. And hope you're having fun in your garden. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.